Hey guys, Joel Bridewell here. Thanks for joining me on Finance Friday. If you haven't seen the Theology Thursday video yet on the order of the church ordinances, I look forward to your feedback on that. On Marriage and Family Monday, I'm going to deal with preparing your children for dating relationships. On Finance Friday, I want to talk to you about having an emergency plan in place. Everyone's done it. You've been trying to make ends meet, and somewhere along the way, something happens that was unexpected. Something in your home falls apart, an appliance needs to be repaired or needs to be replaced, you have a minor fender bender or you lose a tire, you have some engine trouble in your vehicle, any number of those things and so many more things. A health scare can come up and cost you some medical bills and so forth. And lo and behold, the vast majority of people are not prepared for that. Well, Scripture tells us about being wise and planning for the future, like the ant does in Proverbs 6. I think there's a lot of wisdom there. But also to be wise to have an emergency plan in place. Dave Ramsey recommends 3 to 6 months. I think that's a good starter point. But start off, whether it's $1,000 or a month's worth of expenses in an emergency account that you can get to in a hurry if you need to. And what that does is that keeps you from going into credit card debt whenever you start having an unexpected bill come up and you just swipe to say, hey, I'll pay it off later, because then that later typically doesn't come right away, and it's sometime later on before you start paying that off, and you've just made that expense even more expensive. Whereas if you have an emergency plan in place, an emergency fund, you can dip into that and begin to build it back up again once you've borrowed from it. 3 to 6 months, I think most people would probably be okay with 3. Depending on your life stage, you may need more saved up, but I do think that's a good barometer, and so go with that. Look to have that set aside and just cut some spending in order to have that, or take on something extra, sell something in order to have that emergency fund. I think you'll find that it's very beneficial, and it's going to save you some heartache and headache whenever those emergencies come up. They will happen. It happens, especially for the life of a Christian. There's a lot more suffering and affliction that's promised our way, so you can expect it at some point. So be prepared for it. And I pray God gives you wisdom in your stewardship handlings, and I'll see you again soon. Take care.